So now for cheeks. Can you see it's sort of a triangle, isn't it? If I just whip off layer by layer, so I've added that over the top, look. But to begin with, it's that. So that's the bit that we're going to do next. Okay. So again, layers. And remember as well, it goes up. You feel it. Your cheek goes into your eye socket. So it's coming up and it's joining up there. So to begin with, I might just make the eye socket and just make it easier for your head to start getting around that. And the other thing is that you've got a pinch there, haven't you, as well? You know, you feel it. Just feel how thick it is. Gently away, gently away, gently away. I've now twist my roll round while talking and not concentrating. Okay, I'm just going to curl it in. Okay, remember eye socket. Doesn't need to be too pronounced. Okay, because we've already built some of it up. We just need the edge of that. Okay, so we understand that it's there. That's going to come down there, look. So that forms your jowl. Jowl. Lovely word, jowl. I'm going to push that up because I don't want to be dragging it that way. So I'm going to push that up that way. It is getting a bit thick. Don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. Of course, we've got our nostrils to go in and all that sort of thing. And just feel how fat your cheeks are. Now, I'm guessing with him being Jack Frost, he's going to be fairly hollow cheeked, isn't he? A pinched old beggar. So we don't want to get our cheeks too fat. So just bear that in mind as you're doing it. As I said before, let's keep that we are doing the basics here. We are not doing final shaping. That's too much to ask. And it's also doesn't allow his character to develop if you just launch yourself at him. So just gently away, gently away. I'm sorry, my arm's probably getting in the way. I'm trying to sculpt backwards. I turn him like that, but then that doesn't help you, even if I do it upside down. So I'm now going to do that side. So again, try and, when you do them, try and do sort of both sides at the same time if you can. So do one eye socket, then do the other, do one cheek, then do the other. Just makes your life a bit easier because you'll have it in your head that I've just done it that way. And also you can do the thing where you rip off, you know, equal amounts. So you know how much you've used on one side, so you use exactly the same amount on the other. As you can see, that's not a lot. but it is making sure we're getting the idea that is, that bit, because that's something that people often, when you see faces, something that people often forget. That's what happens. And they get too far down there, and then that stops the eyes from working properly, and you try compensating in other ways, and so it goes on. It's like anything, once you've got something going wrong in the proportionality scales, everything else follows it. So it's just a good idea to just keep an eye on that. I'm going to fill that in a little bit. A bit too hollow for my liking. I'm going to put a little pad in there, look. See, if we tack that down, like that. And then we go over it like this. And nobody knows that we used a little pad. And it's just built it up more quickly for us. And certainly not when we've done everything else that needs doing. Right. Do that to create my line. There you go. If you like the sound effects, I'm channeling my 9-year-old boy. Right. Okay. That's going to come in. I suspect that will come in a bit more. That might elongate, look down. Can you see? That needs building up a little bit, I think. Might give him a bit more cheekbones. Just feel his face. That needs flattening off in the middle there before I do any more. So if you feel your nose comes up, then it goes flat, then it starts to go back, and then your brow ridges come forward. So we'll be building his brow ridges up again in a little while. Right, I'm going to leave you with that, and then we'll start working on the end of his nose a bit before going back to his lips. I might just blend those out as well. So if you want to do that, I'll just get a little bit, just so it doesn't look so severe. Anyway, because there's a line there, and it just things like that. If they're not, like you often have lines here, that's okay. But where there isn't lines and you leave a line, it can really mess with your perception of your piece. So I'm worried that because I've got it like this and I've got it flat, I'm for shortening. Anyway, we'll see as we go along. Right, so I'll leave you with that and have a look at where I've gone with that and all that kind of malarkey, and I will see you for, what did I say? Oh yes, more cheeks and the nose. It was a nose, wasn't it? Okay.